Our investigating team located the young girl and her family and met with them on Sunday, November 24th, and provided brief counseling. The child was referred to the Victim Services Division for additional support, and she's also to receive a medical assessment today. The levels of violence we continue to see being displayed by our children are of grave concern, and sadly this also seems to be a reflection of the violence and disrespect towards women and girls that permeate our society. We need to do more now to protect our children and the future. These kind of maladaptive behaviors in our schools and communities must not be condoned, and we must teach our boys that masculinity is not synonymous with abuse.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what gwan. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch your snow, my peeps, in the morning, yeah. Boy, may I tell you, the bloodletting continues as Jamaica has records the bloodiest week all year last week, with a massive 44 fatal knockings and clappings by the hands of the old dirty corner boy them in 1 week. So basically, my peeps, that is averaging like 6 point something a day. Yeah man. So last week was the bloodiest in Jamaica this year, with 44 fatalities recorded, the highest for any 7-day period in 2024. So according to crime stats published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, as at November 23rd, the updated fatal knockings and clappings toll has since risen to 1,039 fatalities since the start of the year. The previous update, a week prior, showed that Jamaica recorded 995 fatalities as at November 16th. But since then, the year-on-year fatalities decline has dipped 2%. Now it stands at 18%. Now, 2 of the 19 police divisions have recorded over 100 fatalities. We are talking about the parish of St. James, that is deemed the most murderous parish, stands at a whopping 117 fatalities. The St. Andrews South Police Division follows close with a whopping 107 fatalities. The Westmoreland Police Division now stands at a close third at 94 fatalities. St. Catherine North is not too far off. It stands at 86 fatalities. The St. Catherine South Police Division is not too far off from the St. Catherine North. It stands at 74 fatalities since the start of the year. So that, my friends, was just a roundup of the top 5 most murderous police divisions. And of note, 15 of the 19 police divisions have recorded a decline in fatalities over the last year. Knockings and clappings, injured persons, hold on and take, robbery and break-ins are also down compared to the corresponding period last year. Well, as I stated earlier, you can show up the murder tally there by about 5 or 6 because last night would mark the bloodiest night since the start of the month, I guess, because we have seen way worse in the earlier parts of the year. Now, the community of Waltham Park Road, 77 Lane, is now weeping and mourning. Yeah, man. 6 people get cornered up the last night, and 5 Ghana Shotai Countryland, no longer among the land of the living. One is said to be battling for life, hanging on by a thread. So who knows? Let's just hope that life stays with him and him not kick the bucket too and make it reach at 6. So as I stated, it took place along 77 Lane off Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew South Police Division. It has sent shockwaves through the already troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled inner city community. Police sources confirm that at least 5 of the 6, now they are no more, Ghana Shotai Countryland. The brazen attack has left residents in fear as the area, plagued by violence, reels from yet another brutal chapter in Jamaica's ongoing crime crisis. The police sources also stated that the incident took place sometime around 7:45 p.m. It is said that patrons were gathered at a bar playing a game of dominoes and sipping on some red stripe or some sorrel beer or whatsoever liquor they may have chosen. It is said that the attack took place when a group of criminal elements armed with AK-47s, M16s and handguns opened gunfire, hitting all the patrons in that immediate vicinity. It is said that one of the victims had just exited a food establishment when he and other persons was fatally cornered up. Now on the Spot News Media understands that the era where the attack took place is not so bad in comparison to surrounding communities. It was unclear who was responsible for that brutal attack and the reason for that particular attack. The incident led the police to shut down traffic along sections of Waltham Park Road and Bay Farm Road in Kingston, basically to facilitate the necessary investigations by the police. There were an eerie silence coming from the area grappled with fear as lawmen processed the crime scene. Only a few residents ventured beyond their gates. Most residents, phone stop work, cameras lock off, everybody in a them house, screen draw, and just a people can be seen with a one eye looking through some of those windows. But that's typically the seed when time gunman do them things still. Everybody phone stop work. And this is not a joke thing still, But people need to understand that this is the reason why criminals are so brazen and bold with these type of attacks. Because they know that you, the people, will directly or indirectly not see anything and cover for them. So I'm going to play some audio clips from actual video footage of the horrific scenes so you can hear the distraught voices echoing right across 77 Lane. Boy, may I tell you my peeps, the thing rough.
That's chicken.
A chicken, man.
That's not chicken. Oh my God. That's not chicken, right?
The chicken is always violent.
Yeah,
What is it? Chicken, man.
Chicken, that's not chicken.
Man, no, too much fast with you, man. Man, ever play that man.
That's not chicken, right? That's not chicken.
Eh?
That's not chicken.
How that? Someone is still living up. Them man is still living up. Support. Them two men are still living up. Money I breathe same way.
So this brother here, presently on your screen, who has since been identified by his alias as Sus, is said to be one of the 5 men that was brutally gunned down along 77 lane off Waltham Park Road. Now, be like Michelangelo and paint the graphic imagery in your mind as I narrate for you the actual crime scene for those who have not yet seen that brutal and horrific video. The female that you heard echoing in the backdrop is not chicken. She was just in an advanced state of shock and just basically in shock and in denial that it is actually the person that she was making reference to. But indeed it was chicken, but she was telling herself, no, it is not chicken laying on the ground. Chicken get one of the most brutal, fatal knockings and clappings as literally in brain splash out right beside his lifeless body. And I'm not exaggerating. One of his eyes is gone and the other one pulped because of the impact of the bullet. It literally pushed the eyeball out of the head and basically barely hanging on by a thread. Chicken was dressed in white t-shirt and a acid wash looking short jeans. Another man was seen laying in close proximity in a plaid shirt, a red plaid shirt and blue jeans. Basically in a similar fashion as a chicken, but not as gruesome, but gruesome enough nonetheless. Another man was seen close by that second man, also clad in a blue jeans and an orange shirt, laying face down with his phone in his hand. The 4th victim was seen laying face down with his phone, dressed in full black and still gapping his last breath, choking on the red substance leaking from the side of his head and his nose. You could have heard a person stating that this one is still among the land of the living, and a female in the last part of that audio clip stating that if somebody can call an ambulance. Sad to say, this is Jamaica, calling an ambulance because of a fatal knockings and clappings in a garrison community. As Bada Cat would have said, that will never happen. Yeah man, sad to say. If a police can lift you up, our residents from the community, outside of that, I tell you my peeps, as sad as it may sound, dog, name your supper. Yeah man. So, information surrounding that particular fatal knockings and clappings is definitely sketchy at the time, as persons are definitely tight-lipped. Nobody no see nothing, nobody nah say nothing. It's just the police reports we have to go wait upon right now as they have launched an investigation surrounding the fatal knockings of 5 and the injuring of 1. Jamaica has been shaken by A disturbing surge of mass fatal knockings and clappings over the past few months, leaving communities in fear and in mourning. In a brutal attack in August, we have seen where 8 people was gunned down in Churchill Lane and 10 seriously injured. And that is in Churchill Lane, that is near Four Parts in Clarendon. The bloodshed did not end there. Who remember on National Heroes Day out of Rockfort there so, up a Warwick Hill, what them call the not so pleasant heights, where Mandez, him son, and 3 other to include another top dan end up lose for them 3 pints in a mass fatal knockings and clappings at a football match. That also further amplify the concerns over rising violence. And earlier this month, another devastating knockings and clappings unfolded along Bowens Road off Spanish Town Road. And that is also in the St. Andrews South Police Division, also the same police division that 5 men lost their lives last night. Along Bowens Road, criminal elements opened gunfire on a crowd, hitting 8 people, and 3 end up lose them 3 pints in a matter of minutes. So the frequency and brutality of these type of attacks have left our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica, grappling with a growing sense of insecurity. So as our authorities scramble to address this escalating violence, since the start of the year, way over 1,040 persons have lost their lives to the hands of criminal elements on our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica. Police data reveal that 44 lose them 3 pints last week alone. And this week have started off really grimy as 5 lose them 3 pints one time last night. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. So watch this now, my peeps. Still in the St. Andrews South Police Division, the St. Andrews South Police have seized another rifle from a house along Glen Road, that's off Maxwell Avenue and off Waltham Park Road. It took place yesterday, bringing to 3 the number of high-powered illegal weapons recovered from that particular space in under 10 days. Over that period, the police also seized a Glock pistol and several assorted rounds of ammunition. The Glen Road community has seen a recent flare-up of fierce gang violence, resulting in 3 fatalities and the knockings and clappings, which has caused serious injuries to others in separate incidents. Now, on the Spot News Media understands that a team of police officers from Hunts Bay and the Era 4 Fugitive Apprehension Team conducted an operation revisiting a premises where they found an illegal weapon last week. So on your screen is the firearm in question. The police recovered this AK-47 assault rifle with 23 rounds of 7.62 cartridges and 8.38 rounds at the location, which has been under surveillance by the police. On the 17th of November, the police seized an AK-47 and a pistol also along Glen Road. 1 man was arrested on that particular occasion. In other operation on November 19th, a search was conducted at a premises and a .22 Diana G27 rifle was removed from a roof. No arrest was made in relation to that particular seizure. So again, my peeps, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Now, the last thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Mary Police Division, where they have launched a major operation in Anata Bay in response to a growing concern of criminal activities. Now, Operation Prevent is a collaborative effort with the Jamaica Defence Force and several specialized units from the JCF. The initiative is in its first phase and seeks to disrupt criminal activities such as the trafficking of illegal firearms and drugs and to restore peace and security for its residents. So Acting Superintendent Anthony Wallace, who is now the commanding officer for the St. Mary Police Division, said more than 10 people were held for questioning during that ongoing operation. Superintendent Wallace also stated that he wants to see St. Mary great again. Yeah, man. So now we are going to hear from the superintendent himself, the man in charge of the St. Mary Police Division. Listen.
10 persons that have been picked up for questioning. These persons are persons that we can assist the police in this investigation as we move forward. It will be an ongoing operation, and what we see this morning is collaboration from the officers of St. Mary, area headquarters, as well as specialized operations, the Lateral Scam Task Force, and other agencies, our valued partners, of course, the Jamaica Defence Force. This operation is ongoing as we speak and will continue throughout the rest of the day. So we had a very tragic situation in the Airwoodall area, where 3 of the persons that was involved in the accident succumbed to their injuries. There are one, Johnny Walker, he's 54 years old, Davian Anderson, 22 years old, and Paul Mullins, he's 20 years old. This matter is currently being investigated by the St. Mary Traffic Department. We'll continue to provide update to our citizens so they are fully aware of what is happening.
So remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.